Blog Talk Radio.
Check out the full episode of this on Mentellect Patreon.
In the name of Amen, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, and we trust, as the Republic of Mentellect, the real 144,000 is being gathered this day in time, the Mentalists, the Amen race, the bright race. Good evening, I'm your host, Intellectual Nuben Menkares, and this is Mentellect Radio, and tonight we're going to be discussing who the real feminine women are on Earth, or who are the real feminine women on Earth. Y'all women who are accepting your place, alignment with a man, in submission to a man who is of a higher standard, of a higher stock, who is a true man of the Lord. Now, when I say a man of the Lord, I mean a man of law and order, a man of principle. And that man can only be of any real principle if he's a man of Amen, or men of Amen. That's the only way. Because Amen sets the highest standard and authority on earth. Now, people say, well, you're saying that we set the highest standard and authority on earth? Yes. Yes. We set the highest standard and authority on earth for our men and for our women. And we expect them to both play their roles as men and women. See, when a man, or men, I should say, when a man does not perform up to his standards as a man, as men, if men don't perform up to their standards as men, meaning providers, protectors, right, what he's supposed to be, and a predator, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. What do females and women say? Men, so-called man who can't protect you, do you really respect him? No, you do not. Do you respect the so-called man who can't protect you or the family, who has no real physical, attributes, who can, stand up and at least fight or be willing to kill to protect what's his prized possessions, his woman, his children? Do you respect that man or respect those type of men? No, you don't. Who are the real feminine women on earth? Who's the women at first, and it will be our women going forward who are aligning themselves to that race of our women today. It's going to be them. Nobody else. It's going to be them. Are today's females feminine? No, they're not. Absolutely not. Where do the real feminine women come from? From the women, the women of Amen, those fourth dimensional women, which all women are being raised into going forward. All women are being raised into, and what they should aspire to be. If you do not aspire to be a feminine woman, then the other choice is a liberated female. There's no other choice. There's no in between. There's no third option. That's it. Either you are a feminine woman or a liberated female. Why must feminine women come? Why must feminine women come forward? For the sake of your daughters. For the sake of your daughters, feminine women must come forward. You see, because without feminine women in the world, like I said, to set the balance, then the masculine men are not going to have any women to produce with. They can't. There's not going to be no producing of children with effeminized males, emasculated males, beta male simps, and liberated women. We're not doing that. What will the future feminine women look like? Like mentalists. That's all. Mentalist women, Republic of Mentellect. That's it. For the complete broadcast, you're going to have to go to Mentellect Patreon. Go to Mentellect Patreon for this complete broadcast, because it will not, I guarantee you, it will not be on YouTube. Subscribe to Mentellect Patreon and join the Mesoamerican community.
Rising out the black race to the bright race, out the black race to the bright race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the bright race. If it's hell, then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag. Colors red, gold, and blue. Superman, Superwoman, that's me and you. The infinite capability.